I can't believe that wasn't immediately scavenged.
The macro didn't work.
There it
That
goes.
takes them and then deletes them, and it takes them and deletes them, and takes them and deletes them.
It's the best macro bird.
All right, as soon as Fan is back over, start buffing the groups.
The worst macro ever is that Warlock who made the train sound every time he kissed Seed.
Did anybody happen to get an extra stack of biscuits for Dame?
Yeah, I got you.
Sweet. Thank you.
No problem. And tidy your cat.
Here he is.
Here, y'all buff Shortcaster whenever he gets here.
What's going on with the raid schedule during Wrath?
Raid night every night.
What do
Like it
you
used
do?
to be 4 hours a night, 5 nights a week.
We'll be switching to a Wednesday-Thursday schedule.
Now, is that a definite?
I think it's happening next week.
It's already up.
What are you asking? That is the that is the only plan that has been discussed so far.
Yesterday, someone said something about doing a poll or.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, 'cause remember I asked why we're changing?
I do not remember that, but I also may not have been there.
You said you were making the poll, actually.
No, he did not. That was me. And I said we might consider it.
No, just kidding.
Damn, dudes. What did I do? We can make a poll. One of the big reasons that we are considering, or that we want to change one of the raid nights is, well, there's a couple of reasons. One, it was suggested by me because I would like to have one of my Tuesday or Thursdays back open again. I got stole.
Nice.
We also have a couple of raiders that have at least to this point, had trouble doing Tuesdays. I got 2 warlocks. Just banish those. At least banish the full hit point one, please.
You don't have 2 warlocks.
I have 2 warlocks.
One of them is offline.
Where's
okay.
Star Crusher?
He
I
said
don't
he was
know.
going to be a little late. He put it in the raid thing.
Oopsies. This is bad.
Star Crusher is bad at ordering dinner in a timely manner on raid night.
Yeah, your response was appropriate. I don't understand, like, if you're late, then order it earlier. That's like...
Yeah, no, I was confused.
No,
because
yeah.
He got marks from me earlier.
Yeah. Hey guys, what's going on?
Another pro for the Wednesdays is that Tuesdays is a very popular raid night. So when we try to recruit for new spots, we're competing with a lot of guilds if that's a free night for people. It's a perk to be able to accommodate people that can't meet or more popular raid schedules.
Yeah, so there's a couple people that have, like, just for example, like Fizzle has struggles, like, because of work every, like, other Tuesday or, stuff like that. And then we have Endurus usually can't make Tuesdays, every other Tuesday, by the way. I think I said Thursday. I need one of those days back for the most part. Tuesday just happened to be the one that coincided with other people's not having a problem. And Wednesday is like, we went Wednesday because there didn't seem to be much other recommendations that seemed to fit really well. But it's not like Wednesday necessarily has to be set in stone. It was like, it's the day after reset, right? So it's not reset day in case there are any issues. It doesn't coincide with people doing reset day raids like Del was talking about. But it's still early enough in the week that we can kind of get to it and not be delaying our raid too long. So if we do have any weird stuff happen, that people get screwed out of raiding that week, etc., etc. I personally don't have a problem with Friday night raids. I don't know how, like, what other people, I don't think we've ever even asked about Friday.
There's usually like 2 people on Friday nights.
Yeah, but just because people aren't on,
yeah.
that doesn't really mean anything when we're raid logging like
Wednesday
all
and Monday and Sunday and Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, we're like literally in a raid log mode at this point, so it's like, it's hard to use that as a judge. Thank you for that intercept. That was sick. So,
Friday night's the only evening that I'm not available.
Oh yeah, Dell works, right?
Nah, I think if it's not Tuesday, Thursday, it's like got to be Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, we still want it to be early in the week for kind of foreknowledge of our lockouts, what it's going to look like if people want to pug stuff or whatever.
What about Thursday, and just do one big one?
Yeah, an 8-hour block.
Hey, what's up?
You're late. Okay. Can I get a misdirect on green, please?
Well, yesterday when we were talking about it, I guess someone reached out to me and said that they'd have to stop raiding if we did Wednesday, Thursday. So I just wanted to make sure that everyone knew what was going on.
Really hard to get off you. Wait, what the? Pump heals in the coalesces, please. He has ripped my second mob off of me.
Check you, Nick.
Yeah, I wasn't aware until I think yesterday or a couple of days ago that Wednesday would have any problems. These guys are frenzy.
Well, we were really haven't talked about it that much, have we?
We've talked about it a few times, but whether or not everybody has been online chatting about it at that time is probably less true. But I can't make everybody come to all the stick around for discussions or be there for all the discussions that we have. Like, you know, when we have these Monday night meetings or whatever, like sometimes people are there, sometimes not, but it's very rarely a significant portion of the raid.
I thought we had talked about it during raid before.
At least once.
But I mean, there's lots of stuff we've talked about during the raid that still seems to surprise people. So,
Man, if only with some kind of text form we could use to put out these sort of messages, people know about them if they aren't at the Monday meeting.
Imagine people reading those.
I mean, I think the recruitment thing for Wednesday is like the best reason to do it.
I don't
That actually
want
makes
to
a lot
lose
of
people,
sense.
But it's yeah. I mean, it's not clear. Like I don't want to lose anybody to just changing the raid days, but at the same time, it's like if we have to change raid days because it's the best for the guild, like I mean, that's not really something that can be ignored, right?
Well, it sounds like we're changing because you want your Tuesday nights, and then there's one or two people that have problems occasionally on a Tuesday. So I don't know if it's like best for the guild. I think it would be good for you and those one or two other people.
Yeah, I think it just feels bad to change if you're losing other people. Like, I'm down to change, and for whatever reason, but I don't know. I think a poll would be cool, but I'm down. Whatever.
I mean,
It was like I thought someone's schedule was
changing.
changing, or it was like a baby issue with, or like someone's work was changing. I didn't think it was just like, oh, I want my Tuesdays open. Like,
right, and I think we just discussed multiple reasons.
That
Do we
recruiting
need to go
thing,
over them again, or
that's like
were
the
they
best
not
one.
clear
I
for you?
mean, saying something like, trying to think. So we talking about like the server like problems, I guess, on reset days.
No, the question
Part
is,
of it.
did you understand that there's more than that one reason?
Well, I listed two.
No, it's a yes or no question.
The other ones were really
You're asking
hypothetical.
me a wrong question.
Who is doing my salvation? Is the question I'm asking.
Bullshit question.
That was my question. Who's doing? Oh.
Ekis.
No, he's got it. I don't have to worry about Ek.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We can resume the conversation as soon as this boss is dead.
Pop hero.
We have not very many heroes tonight, guys, so that's just the way it goes.
Spinal Mox.
Moxley.
Pop it.
Oh, is your macro not working? Actually, I don't fucking use a macro for that shit either. Oh, fuck me, I just Ferocious bit into his thing. Oh my god, kill me.
Mox.
Does this fade automatically?
I don't know if anybody clicked on it or not.
I did. I saved you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I just didn't know if it was like for the overall better the guild if we're losing like people.
Tell me, Hatchet, what do you think?
No.
I've got no problem with whatever day. I'm flexible. I can move around. My only thing is are we going to have the people on Thursdays? Because it's been kind of really slacking lately.
Thursdays have been slacking because we gave up on Sunwell, but that will be ending as of tonight. So
So I'm thinking that it probably just like I guess I feel like the thing for like the server, whatever, the patch day, it's kind of like BS because like the server could be down anytime, but there is more of a chance on patch day and whatnot.
Less talking, more healing.
That's like a 1 or twice a year problem. I feel like.
Well, it's not just that. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's like a tertiary reason as well. So
yeah, that was
not a primary reason. It's a third order effect of swapping off Tuesdays.
The recruiting thing is like almost a Red Bull marketing scheme. Like it's fucking that is how you get people that aren't available on Tuesday. That's like perfect.
Yeah, I think that seems like the strongest reason to me.
Because what we're doing, I mean, isn't filling the roster, and I don't think it's from lack of trying. I just think it's hard to fucking get new bodies that have homes or interested in GKPs and shit. So whatever, changing it up, that sounds fucking great.
I don't think the problem is the day that it's Tuesday. I think the problem is that we're not doing Sunwell right now, so it's hard to get anybody.
Then let's pretend we're doing it and just do it.
Well, you gotta remember, there's also like a cultural shift in most like motivated raiders in the game right now, which is to, why join a guild when I can just do GDKPs every week with like a good stable roster, or like a roster that has a lot of requirements, at least for most people in it.
Yeah, that works for like your big casual players that probably buy gold. Yeah.
I mean, even casual players who don't, like, it's like, why join a guild?
What?
Like, it's people go to GDKPs not buy anything so they can just make money.
You need a tank to pick that dude up. He's not following.
I'm on him.
Necro, you died so fast.
I'm around the corner still. I don't know how I pulled that group.
The,
Oh, there's a big dude at the back.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
guys.
Did we not know we had a big dude at the back?
I stopped to res Necro, and this guy walked up on my back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell, you still have the other dude.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna have a really hard time, even Wrath of the Lich King. Well, maybe not as much in Wrath of the Lich King because of 10-man raids, but you know, people were like, "Oh, GDKPs are just gonna die as soon as TBC comes out," and they got infinitely more popular actually. And it's not necessarily because you make more money; it's because it's such an easier way to raid compared to like trying to find the right guild. If you
Oh,
can-
it's like modern day LFG.
Let's get
Or LMR.
please. Yeah, and that's something we talked about the other day. Actually, is like, I mean, that culture is not the GDKP culture. It's not about that, but like what you said about joining a guild or being part of a guild is way more of a hassle than like just joining a pug or joining a GDKP, because you don't have to. The thing we talked about is like you don't have to care about the other people. Raid leading a GDKP is 1,000 times easier than leading a guild and leading a guild run. I don't have to care about anybody. I don't have to care about their feelings. I don't have to care about them getting butthurt. Assignments. They better do the fucking assignments or I'm going to replace them with someone else who's got gold. You know what I mean? And a guild, you don't have to worry about that. Or you do have to worry about that because you can't be like that. You got people that have, you have like a relationship with, hopefully. And theoretically, that's supposed to be the draw of the guild, right? Is like personal relationships, or like playing with people you actually like talking to or whatever.
You have your loot prios and this and that, right?
Yeah, well, you can like guarantee stuff, or like if you don't want to worry about gold buying, or not just gold buying, but like because like I haven't bought gold for all of Classic, but I have a bunch of money to spend gold because of doing GDKPs. If you just do them, you get gold, and that gold is definitely at some point coming from gold buyers.
Yeah, I've never bought gold once, but I've done almost exclusively GDKP for the last year and a half.
Yeah, I mean that's how I paid for my Thunder Fury in Classic. How I got, so I would. Well, it's kind of messed up, I guess. Now I think about it. Raid with the guild, and once the guild was like, we can't put enough people in for raids. I'm like, okay, swap to GDKPs and just make a buttload of money.
And that's another problem too, right? Because like, I remember back in vanilla, it was like, if you were a good raider, guilds sometimes they broke, and then they would reform with like people that you knew were good raiders. The problem now is, why would you reform a guild if someone you could just start GDKPing and making cash? And like,
yeah, a lot of people just join a non-raiding guild that's just whatever, and they just know that they're just going to apply for GDKPs all week. When you have like 10 different guilds, there's like 3 major GDKP guilds on the server that have like multiple runs of every raid every week.
Yeah. You have to be accepted into it, and then you have to be able to.
True. You got to be able to perform and everything.
Not if you're a buyer, though.
Yeah, that shit's a little network at some point.
Yeah, it is a network, but it's bigger than a guild. Bigger, and there's less. Like I said, there's less requirements. Like there is performance requirements to some degree, and that's the other.
Yeah, like there's definitely
performance, and I spend.
It takes away from guilds, right? Because performers go to GDKPs because they can. It's like capitalism. It's like a.
Well,
it's a bad version or a good version of capitalism, but it is some kind of capitalism, because what happens is, leave those worm collars, please.
Well, the biggest thing that people gain by doing GDKP is time, and what I mean by that is like, as I've done GDKPs on any given week, I can just not raid, and no one cares that I'm not in the GDKP that I typically go to. Whereas when you're in a guild, if you're gonna miss, like that's an issue.
Move the raid.
But that depends on the style of raiding, right? Maybe you want the consistency of always getting it, or you may not always get your GKP.
Right, but I think that the community has moved more towards caring about the flexibility than the consistency.
Yeah, GDKPs, I think, are just gonna continue getting worse. You've got 2 expansions worth, and especially this expansion, like the gold overflow into the economy is probably insane right now.
it's not even the gold. Like, honestly, the gold has almost nothing to do with it. It's the fact that it is a raid that you know is going to be optimized. You're going to have the comp you want. You're going to have the schedule you want, and it's going to succeed. Like, it's going to be a raid that works.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, so in Classic, Vanilla Classic, you had kind of a barrier to entry to some GDAQPs in the beginning, which is like, well, I either have to go buy gold, or I can't get into this because I don't farm enough gold. It's gold, unless you happen to be a mage or a paladin or some really particular class that was apt at it.
Shaman.
People who are like, oh, I am never going to buy gold, this expansion probably already have tens of thousands of gold from just doing dailies all day, and they're like, oh, now GDAQPs are an option for me. And I'm not bad enough to get kicked, and if I am, I can join as a buyer. That's just going to be exacerbated into Nax, or into Wrath of the Lich King.
Good word.
And I get paid to use big words, it's nice.
Nice. Yeah, so, I mean, I'll be honest, like, one of the things we discussed the other night was, like, how we can be better about doing stuff as a community or whatever, you know? Like, and, you know, I mentioned this with straight clarity or I don't know, straightforwardness, but I'm terrible at this shit. Like, I don't know how to do this, like, guildy, you know, event type stuff to get people online and, like, just having fun with each other. But, it's something that I wanted to think about, because I do want the guild to keep going and I want it to be successful. And if that means we have to, like, have people step up who like doing that kind of stuff, and we ask them to have responsibility or give them power and responsibility to do that kind of stuff, let's charge in here, guys, so we keep these on the ground.
Tell you what, Blizzard doesn't know how to do it either, so it's okay.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Like, everything they do is to make it easier to get into pugs and have pugs succeed in things, except, like, the highest of content.
Well, like I was saying the last night, there have been several times in the last week where I've logged on, and the only two people online were me and a new recruit. And that, like, a guild can't survive with that sort of situation going on.
I mean, OSR had 200 people on at one point, and they didn't survive.
Yeah,
There was other...
that was
OSR. Yeah, OSR turned into, like, 5 different guilds under one name, which was weird.
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak to.
But it's like,
we know they had people, but we have no idea what the culture inside that guild was like. That could have literally been.
I was in OSR.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe You know.
I'm just making an example of, like, it's not necessarily about numbers of people who are online.
Well, it is if that number is 0.
Right? Yeah, like
that's true. Yeah.
A guild can't offer raiding as the reason for people to be in the guild. Like, I want to log on and play WoW with my friends, but I can only do that if my friends are online too.
Speaking of new recruits, there's Fox Small, whatever his name is. He's online and just, like, running around shooting for
So the only thing we talked about beforehand, I didn't know what our personnel stats was going to be like tonight, but he I don't know what his gear is, like quest gear, but like, yeah, I don't think he has anything appropriate. But if y'all think we should bring him in just to get geared, then
is there anything he could do that would kill us all?
Yeah.
He's a healer.
Yeah, if we're gonna shard it,
bring him in.
Well, right?
I think he's a healer. Yeah, I think he's holy.
I mean, only if we do Terran, he can screw that up.
Yeah. So I was gonna say too.
Yeah, it's fine. We're probably not.
We did a stuff Terran one time and we beat it anyway.
Yeah, that was gross.
Oh, the wrong ring.
Yeah, he might need shadow resist gear on Mother, but that's probably about it.
Or
he doesn't die.
He can bubble it. Hopefully doesn't get it twice.
Who wears shadow resist gear? For what fight?
Oh shit, I didn't have my food on.
Yo, I need one of these things to drop for my DK. Hello? Haste and attack power? Strength?
Then it's the right ring.
Yeah, right. Rocky and Ek, thank you guys You guys did this fine last week, right? Y'all should be able to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rocky, get your shit together.
Yeah.
My shit is together. Alright, I'm going in 5. I'm kind of short, so I'm going in now.
Nice. I just want Sino to Rocky and Sidewinder Speedy. I'll call for y'all's. It will probably have to be on Rocky again. Oh my shit.
Pop heroes.
Might need a new Judge Wisdom. I was the second late getting in.
That looks actually pretty good right now. Del, you save and vanish.
Oh fuck. I mean, I can't stop because it fucks my rotation.
No, you're fine. I'm just watching, just making sure it's like not going to total shit.
Did you just say you can't stop your rotation?
Yeah.
Because he's doing exposed, probably.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Heck, you have it. Are you tanking it, X?
Tank it.
Heal through this. Heal through.
In other runs I've done, they just have their tanks tank it as much as possible.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Keep pumping both of you guys, and just call it when you get it. Melee, watch out, left leg.
Yeah, so if it fixated on anyone has a threat drop, use it. Like Feign Death, Vanish, Ice Block, Bubble.
I didn't hear Fade in there.
That's a threat drop.
Yeah, not bullshit.
It worked.
Forecast, you can block this if you want. Heck has it. Oops, did we rip?
Oh, he comes right back as soon as I ended block.
Oh, well. Oh. So murdered Doodly, though.
Murked my damn pet.
Yeah, your pet got jacked to Reno's. Mr. X on Rocky, please.
Did you already get it?
Sino did. Sidewinder, you can push yours now.
Just can't get any rage, I keep dodging.
Speedy, put it into Rocky, please.
Hey yo.
Oh, you're dead. My bad.
Run.
Phrasing Archer.
We doing great? Fuck me sideways. Guys are right under his legs. Oh my god, right on top of us again? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Pop Trank and a fucking volcano popped underneath me.
Run away.
This guy is being a grade A piece of shit tonight. Yeah, I was just about to hit him, Rock. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know if with our recruiting too, are we just like announcing that we want raiders? Because I mean, there's a lot of people in the guild that do a bunch of other shit than just that.
Yeah, no. The way I've been advertising is people for the guild, but also raiders who are looking to like, interested in like performing.
Right.
It would be great to have more people who PvP because they just in general have a better game sense. If that's what you're referring to in terms of like other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's people that do consistent like heroics, and I don't know what you're supposed to do on WoW, but
yeah, no, we have no problem recruiting people who just want to play the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, whatever they want to do. We have no reason not to.
Because I mean, at a minimum, that just gives you some like subs that'll swap in for some knights or some shit.
Yeah, and in general, it is good to have a healthy group of people that are more casual, just because of a combination of things. Partly what Endurus talked about, where you just want people who are active and online.
Yeah.
And people to fill those groups when people want to do a heroic for something or trying to do the daily every day. People who are trying to PvP, people who are maybe not signing up to be a raider, but can be interested in it down the road.
People on vacation, need a night off. Yeah.
I mean, there's a bajillion reasons, and we always want more than 25 or 30 raiders, if possible. Like, we want that. For the same reason we're talking about, right? How it's hard to replace people otherwise if you don't have those extra people, right? Incoming, by the way.
Let's just start hosting GDKPs.
Right.
Honestly, I was going to say, like, that's not a bad idea, but like, you just have to be willing to let a buyer come in.
Guilds switching to GDKP as their guild loot scheme is a thing that's happening now.
Yeah, there is some that's doing that, but it's not that we would do it for the guild scheme. Most of the guilds up to now that have done that are doing it on older content on their off-raid nights.
Nope, that is not the case anymore.
I said up until this point, Endurus.
Oh, yeah. Now it's really switching over.
I mean, there was one guild in Classic that the entire expansion was doing. So they would run like 2 weeks of just their internal guild people and no GDKP. To gear up like their tanks and healers, hopefully, and then they would go right into 100% GDKP.
Hey, you talking about UBI?
Yeah. They were trying to get me to join their guild as a tank at one point. I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah,
I ended up going to all their GDKP runs anyway, but...
Yeah, I mean, I went to a lot of them. But UBI was the Chinese front, right? Like, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
But again, that doesn't mean that you're wrong, and that like the concept that you're talking about is wrong or anything.
I mean, I don't mind it personally as a loot style for things, because I mean, if someone's willing to, like, farm that gold and spend all the time outside of raid night, I consider that as being they prepared more for raid night than I did, and they're gonna get the first dibs on majority of the loot items. Like, I would say like legendaries probably shouldn't be like sold, but
it just depends, and it's your guild mentality. Like different people are gonna have different priorities.
Yeah.
The thing is that
it's just people realizing that they'd rather not recruit, and that is the shortcut to never having to guild recruit ever again.
Yeah. You just add in like, oh hey, we already do a GDKP, like we have a guild full of people who are used to the GDKP mindset. We just need 2 people to fill. So it's like we're just adding them in versus like guilds that try to hug and make a GDKP in the same week causes a lot of problems.
It would save the officers a lot of time as far as loot council too. They don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, it effectively turns your guild into a DKP guild.
Yeah.
Sort of, except instead of usually DKP is the way you weigh the cost of a DKP guild is by time, right? Like attendance.
Yeah, it's based on people's contributions to the guild and to the raid, rather than just gold.
Yeah. Well, sort of. Old DKP was kind of shit. But the new ones, what's the other one that people used?
EPGP.
Like EPGP. If it was done well, right, it would try to take into account people's contributions and so on, but it didn't always work out right. I'm gonna grab this while it's here.
Well, and I think that was the idea behind DKP originally, wasn't it? Like
It was, but because
we
it was-
killed the dragon, so you get points that you can spend on loot.
Yeah, but you didn't do other things to contribute, right? Like EPGP, the way the good ones were set up is like.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Like a lot of performance. There were like a lot of performance metrics that go into it.
Performance metrics, but also like if you put shit into the guild bank, right?
Oh, there were guilds that were doing that back in vanilla too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how my guild was.
Good.
For the longest time.
DKP.
Yeah, fire pots, all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, if you were contributing like mandatory shit to
yeah.
raid, that's like raid. You're putting in effort, right? That's a real thing. So there are variants of it that are good, but the problem is that those things take so much effort. Like you want to talk about us building this, building up an EPGP formula and shit that actually works, and like, I mean, that's like a job.
We had 3 officers who were involved with like DKP management.
Well, and the DKP systems largely fell off when it stopped being the case that you absolutely had to be in a strong guild to clear any raid bosses at all.
Yeah.
I think they fell off when Loot Council became more of a thing, so they could distribute loot in a more fair way, didn't they?
I mean, I was in guilds were doing guilds were doing DKP all the way into Legion, pretty regularly.
Can I get 2 DPS with Nex to teleport downstairs and summon Fox Cloud, please?
On my way.
Did we finish talking about the Wednesday night thing?
Not if you bring it
Yeah,
up.
Hatchet. Jesus.
Well, real quick,
Understand.
Hatchet, do you have like a reason why you couldn't do it on Wednesday? Is that the
He's just
issue?
bringing up the fact that he feels like we're changing it for people at the cost of losing others. So it feels like it's a weighted decision that benefits some people and fucks others.
So call me.
But
a
there
dumbass,
are
who are we
other
losing?
benefits to it than that.
So right now, what we have is potential gain of Endurus. Oh, whoops, holding by the way, totally intentional. Potential gain of like permanent Endurus and permanent Fizzle Sticks, and what we're losing, which I learned as of like yesterday and today, would be Shammy Jane. I don't want that. Let me just be very clear. That Heartseeker is punching somebody in the face. But at the same time, it's like, you know, this discussion at least needs to be had publicly, so that we can talk about it, right? I don't. There's like literally zero reason to have any kind of clandestine operations going on here.
I mean, we went
So,
through the
like,
entire expansion Tuesday, Thursdays. I think it's totally fine to change them up or talk about changing them.
I mean, we used to be like what was it Sundays and Wednesdays or something like that back in the
Yeah,
day?
it's weird ass.
Thursday,
Yeah,
Sunday.
Mondays, Thursday, Sundays.
I tell you what,
Monday Molten Cores.
I did a Friday, Saturday night raid, and it was the worst idea of my life. Just
Gotta cut your alcohol,
having no weekend. Oh no, we would still get fucked up the whole time. So by the end of the night, it was really funny. But by the end of the expansion, I was like begging them to stop raiding those nights.
Yeah, the issue I've always felt like I like raiding on Friday and Saturday nights, but the issue with doing it for like a guild raid is that no one has permanent plans those nights, but something always comes up for 2 or 3 people.
It is
Yeah.
a more common.
Yeah, like I would never agree to like a Friday and Saturday night raid.
Yeah,
No,
the
I
weekend is
wouldn't
pretty
either.
hard.
I'd be like, I'm out.
And honestly, that's just purely preference. I just want my
Yeah,
weekend.
which again makes it easier for those guilds recruiting to raid on Tuesday. Like guilds are like, oh, we raid Tuesday, Wednesday. So your raids are done. You're done in the middle of the week. You ain't doing shit anyway. If we go Wednesday, Thursday, we kind of can poach some of those people who can't do Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, like there are few enough guilds that do raiding any night other than Tuesday, that this is still the only guild I'm in. I raid on 3 different servers, only guild I'm in.
We could potentially do like a 1 day a week super optional alt GDKP hosted something outreach program.
Hey, how about this? Let's start over on a fresh server as Horde, and just give up all of these characters.
Is it fresh server Mancrit? Because I have a 25.
Do not trust Blizzard.
Oh, it's nothing to do with Blizzard. I don't want to. Like, those are all going to be dying stars.
Yeah.
And also, I don't want to level to 55 to start my Death Knight.
I bet one will survive. Everyone will just congregate on one as soon as the transfer restriction is lifted.
There's got to be some balancing happening or something. And I only say that purely for Wintergrasp.
Waiting on 3 summons to go out, please.
They have already talked about Wintergrass becoming a cross-server thing, not locked to your server, because they know. I mean, look at the
TBC. Be an instance thing.
Yeah, it'll be the way that we've seen it on beta, or at least people talking about it, is
So you're always going to get some action, or what? Like it's not
I'll always have it, because if anybody on your server has the victory, then it like unlocks it for your faction.
So it's not actually on the beta like that, but they made a blue post explaining what they're doing with it. So
we need to really try as a guild to do that.
Someone on your server needs to be, or have been, in a winning Wintergrasp fight, and then it unlocks the vault for everybody.
For what, 3 hours or whatever?
Yeah, they
like
also
it starts every 3 or 4 hours or something.
Yeah,
is that guy in Discord?
Going off every 3.
Yeah. Hi, Fox.
Hey, Fox. Your first Discord experience is us talking big stuff about potential stuff going forward into Wrath.
I'm actually amazed that your name was available.
You got your name Fox. We want to know what your opinion is on cute dogs.
No,
let's right about here.
I will meet you.
Do that.
Well, my name was available because I joined like day 1 of Classic.
That'll do it.
There you go.
Back when the servers were like laggy as hell.
You reserve your name.
My God, and what was the
No, I
other
didn't
thing?
reserve it.
They had what was the thing that they changed? The spellcasting buffer or whatever, like the buffer limit. They're trying
spell
to
batching.
They were duplicating bad latency.
Batching.
Batching.
Yeah,
or
that
whatever,
shit
yeah.
sucked.
To the point where you could interrupt someone's cast, get the interrupt, and their cast would still
get
go
all
off.
over. Yeah, that was a good time.
Working as intended.
Oops, sorry, dude.
I didn't know that Wintergrasp used to be 120 per faction. I thought that was cool as shit.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Oh,
40 on 40 is going to be kind of weird because the whole point, like, destroying the fortress, it's got so many different sides. That's why you needed 120 on each of it. So
I mean, are they throttling or like changing health on things?
Just for the disadvantaged faction, they get tenacity.
Oh, okay.
Tenacity is that, but I don't. If it's cross server, I doubt that'll be much of a thing, right? Because the battleground will be cross server, so they'll just fill in your battleground.
I also don't think they really need to modify the health on stuff. Like, you're meant to use the vehicles to breach the bases and everything. The vehicles are the only thing that does damage to the walls and stuff. It won't. I mean, if you're just 40 on 40, it's going to be essentially the same as it was. It's probably going to progress slower.
Can you like set up a charge or something on the wall? Am I misremembering?
Yeah, you can. The gate. You can put charges on the gates. You have to use vehicles to destroy walls. So you can just what a really popular strat for them do is just you rush. I think it's like the gnome. I think it's like gnome construction area, and then you would just send all your vehicles at 2 of the wall or 3 of the walls that were blocking it, and ignore all the gates and everything else. Because you have to get through either 2 big ass gates or 3 walls. The walls, they can't shoot you from out of line of sight like they can at the gates. So
From what I remember, it usually was like a lot of either left or right side, and you would just punch the walls until you got to the orb.
Oh yeah.
I just remember sitting in a gunner turret shooting people. That was fun.
Yeah, gunner turrets shooting people, and then at at some point, once you got through the walls or the gates, you just had the last gate to the vault, which you had to get through either way. And again, you would just rush it with vehicles over and over and over again.
If anything, I think it's still gonna favor the attacker. It's like gonna favor the attackers because
it's intended. It's intended to.
Like, isn't your defense victory condition you have to go destroy
Time.
all their towers?
I think it's time based.
That's time based, and if you destroy their towers, they lose like 10 minutes each. Because I think the battle's like 30 minutes long, and if you destroy all their towers, they
Tol Barad. With the tower thing?
No, Tol Barad's like the rock paper scissors with the three towers or the three bases or whatever. But there are like the attacking team does have 3 towers in the south that if you destroy, they do lose time.
Yeah, it may be it's like a 45-minute battle technically, and every tower you destroy, they lose 10 minutes, something like that.
Killads, east. Killads, west.
Sorcerer on the right.
Killads, east.
Heroes now. Fallen now. Watch the rain of fire, please. That does hurt. While we're waiting for the trash to clear out of the way, I'm going to take my poor dog outside. The wife stepped out tonight, so I'll be right back.
I gotta step away for a minute. Fizzle will get you on follow.
Okay, brother. I should win just for that roll alone.
No, it looks like it did it for you.
Sham, are you gonna roll for that? Or are you?
So I was AFK now. Just whoever rolled for it can take it.
Can you beat a 69?
I don't
Not
want
adding
to.
A third person.
Jacques Lepoff? Oh, never mind.
Sparkle
Lepoff. I misread.
Sparkle Puff.
Spark Lepoof.
Qui l'a dit, chien?
Five,
Rocky, get the
4,
answer.
3, 2, 1.
Did I hear someone reference the most amazing game show of all time?
Most extreme, you mean?
Most Extreme Elimination!
God, I love that show.
I cannot find a place where you can like actually watch it anymore. It's not on any streaming service. There's like a couple episodes uploaded on YouTube in 240 quality.
Isn't that on Amazon Prime?
It is.
It is? Oh my god, how the fuck did I not know that?
Oh, it's Natasha. What's the show? Natasha Castle?
Yeah. Is it? Oh, it's not the it's not the dub
Takeshi.
version.
Takashi's Castle or something.
Takashi Castle. Thank you.
I'm validating this right now.
Like Captain Tanaka. Oh my god.
Damn.
I mean, Wipeout almost scratches that itch, almost, but not quite.
It gets pretty close. I was really concerned when they announced Wipeout. I was like, but it's got pretty good moments.
Yeah, it's like almost, but it's not quite as good.
Like, yeah, I think there's just no expectation of winning in Wipeout versus in Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. Like those people like legit are like, yeah, I could win this. Yeah, I can get over this freaking log roll thing without breaking my back.
They do sometimes. I mean, some people like make it through the courses, but it's like when they're doing the sinking stones, dude, and they're running full bore and they just take one right to the sternum, and the dubbing is like on point. Oh my god!
Oh, best. It is the best.
They give you the slow-mo replay, and then they copy it 4 times, and you just get to watch an Asian dude absolutely destroy his sternum.
Yeah, the like dubbed on like bones breaking and everything. It's like what?
Yeah, it's the sound effects that make it.
Oh yeah, just guys screaming in pain and everything.
Rocky, you're gonna get the big dudes, okay?
Rocky, I'm gonna have to go rewatch it now.
Yeah, I got it pulled up right now, free with ads, which is kind of whatever, but
Just like this pull.
Excuse me, guys.
Ah, it's gonna eat me!
Fizzle, you practicing tanking for Rat?
Apparently.
oh, okay, these guys silenced me.
Correct.
I was like, why can I not use Thunderclap? Thunderclap will be my like #1 most used ability shortly. After, whatever that other one is.
After charge.
Yeah, I'll be charging everything. Shockwave into their face. I'll be like, oh no, one of them's getting away. Oh no, boom, Thunderclap. I'm gonna be done. Now let's go every
Rocky,
time.
I did a heroic Shattered Halls on the PTR with a warrior, and it was perfectly fine.
Oh yeah,
he
it's
actually
like
pulled 15 mobs at once.
yeah, that's gonna be me.
Teach me the secret of that dark power.
Anybody just dungeon leveling for it or what?
Probably not.
We get buffs on the dead, please, or people that were dead, or people that are missing buffs.
The soon to be dead.
Hopefully not.
Buffs.
I think my leveling path per character is literally going to depend on what it is and what the professions are.
Let's.
It's like one of my main goals on both servers is to get the DK up as fast as possible, so I can make Dark Moon greatness.
I figure I'll do dungeons at night when all y'all are on, and probably do some questing during the day because my job is night.
I mean, like my mage, that's pretty much all solo. From what Scott J and them said, there's a lot of places that offer like extreme amounts of AoE grinding.
Good luck finding one that's not camped.
There's that.
Bro, we're on a server of 3K. I'm not too worried.
That's true.
The problem
You're
is
going.
that 1,800 of those are Chinese mages.
Have we ever had a layer on this server?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's going to be kind of the thing if we can manage to push to like a 3rd layer or something.
We've been at 3 before, I think.
Grobulus.
We were at 2 this weekend.
Sort of.
Yeah, they're doing something
There's-
weird with the
they
layers
got
right now.
some
Like, there's not enough people to actually need a 2nd layer, but they're playing with something.
Yeah, I think so too, because Grobulus was up at 7 layers the other day.
I think they're doing something in anticipation of people leveling as soon as pre-patch. We're leveling more when pre-patch drop. Not that they aren't already, but
I think they're messing around with the sharding, where it's like, it's not a layer, it's a layer within a specific area or whatever.
I'm excited they'll be leveling
Yeah.
on layer 72 on Benediction.
Yeah, I was gonna say, all things being equal, it should have 10 times many layers as we have.
Yeah, I mean, I think the 30K servers are definitely going to have queue issues.
Yeah, they will.
And that's why you press off that Monday and log in the morning and never log off.
I mean, this server, we definitely don't have to do that. You're going to get right on.
I don't know. There was. Oh, never mind. We were on Man Creek then.
No, we'll be fine. We'll for sure be fine here. Which is another reason why keeping an eye on other servers is fine, but we don't really need to worry about thinking about moving anytime soon.
I think Wrath will push us back up to 4, maybe 5K.
Probably. Because again, it's only raiders. People PvPing, and there's a lot of those people taking breaks.
Hell, as soon as Sunwell came out, man, I think a lot of people like got their kill and took a break.
Or just took a break.
Yeah, or didn't.
Yeah.
Got
Got
killed.
killed.
Took a break.
Shit. Heck, you and Rocky take care of the next little bit after this. I gotta go handle them.
Okay.
Anybody know if they fixed MGT yet in the PTR?
On with it.
You zone in, you get about maybe a third of, right there by the first boss, and then you like walk out in the open.
What do
It
we
was
know?
bugged.
Walk out in the open.
It was bugged.
Drops you onto the world or something?
No, it didn't drop you out of the world. It's just like you walked out of everything.
Oh baby, there it is. We got one.
Get this call, Rocky.
Everyone knows that's for ferals, so back off.
Hell yeah, double rogues. Star Crusher, you need to say, I am speed.
I am speed.
Oh man, that dramatic pause.
What?
I'm talking about my dog, Slicker.
Your dog has dramatic paws.
Very dramatic pause.
You guys know about the difference between cats and commas?
Yes, but I'll
Is
let
this-
you see the punchline.
One has a pause at the end of its claws, and the other has claws at the end of its paws.
I don't mind if we lose Shannon Jane
Can
anymore.
you say that again slower?
One has a claws at the end of its paws. Well, like one has claws at the end of its paws, and the other has paws, a pause at the end of its claws.
I think that joke needs higher IQ people.
I like it.
Fury, can you translate that?
The joke is why English is such a stupid language.
English is awesome.
English is the most information dense per syllable language there is, thus being the best.
English is just 3 languages in a trench coat.
Yeah, Muppet Man.
I got that reference.
It drags other languages into alleys, beats them up, and takes the loose punctuation.
English is the only language that it contains antonyms, where one word or one sound of a word can mean the exact opposite of what you were intending.
Like inflammable?
No, I think
Deflate?
inflammable just means flammable. But something like dust can mean to spread fine particles or to clean up fine particles.
Oh, but in
Damn.
can mean both. Yes,
You really
it is.
got-
Not.
We got some grammar nerds in this guild, I see. You guys would love my wife.
I already do.
My wife signs up for like forums she has nothing to do with, just to go in and correct people's grammar.
I do like your wife.
Or for decision making.
There was a typo in that Wrath launch guide article that got posted. I was like, nah, nobody wants me to point that out. Maybe you guys will appreciate it.
I think I remember seeing one and just like blowing past it.
I don't blow past typos in printed word because someone got paid for that.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean someone got paid to edit it, and that's usually the problem.
Right, yeah. And that's also the games industry, so getting paid to do it is also questionable.
Literally every profession. There are many people who should not get paid to do what they do.
Well, there's most professions are, we're not paying you even, for the work you're doing.
Well, that's for the
Gaming industry in particular is bad about that one.
yeah, what is it? The Pareto principle or whatever, where the square root of any given domain are the people who actually do 90% of the work or whatever. Or square root does half 50% of the work. So if you have 100 people working on the same brand domain, 10 of them do 50% of the work. And then if you take those 10 away, the next 10 do 50% of that work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it comes out to that 80-20 principle that everybody, right? So is there any way we can do this boss where we don't have to wait like 8 seconds for her to run to us?
Like, go fight her up there?
Yeah.
I mean, we could just zog.
You
I
can
think we
actually
normally stand
stand
somewhere.
under the statues up there, little dancing women. There's a way to stand under them so that you don't get the knockout.
Oh, under their hand, yeah.
I'm just saying, is it it's very hard to hit like 90s even in person. Whenever you have 8 seconds with no DPS on the boss.
Sounds like precise stacking.
Can't stack, won't stack.
I mean, we tried to do it under the hands on our to have all the melee under the hands for our original attempts, and we struggled with finding the right place for it.
You're gonna die, Storm.
Nope. Not today.
I heard that shatter.
Fox, do you know this fight?
I had someone explain the beam mechanic to me in whispers.
Okay.
But that's about it. I honestly didn't do any research because I didn't know I was going to be raiding today.
Yeah.
If you get teleported, run away from everyone else, but not to everyone else.
Yeah.
Can't you bubble that?
Easy.
You can bubble it if he gets it twice, right?
Fox, come to me at the star. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to find this little fish, jam into it so that if you press jump, you don't jump. If you do that, then you know you're in the right spot. So that's your stack spot, right? Because she does a knock up thing, and beam or whatever, and if you're standing there, it won't knock you up, right? And then the melee is going to be like right here, and then the tanks will be like right here. The one thing you have to worry about, the only thing you have to worry about, is if she teleports you. If you see yourself get teleported, just Divine Shield immediately. Just Divine Shield. If you get it more than once, you're probably dead because you don't have any shadow resistance.
Okay.
But the way it works is it's like it teleports up to 3 people. It can do less based on resistances or some weird stuff. But those people all get teleported to the same spot, and then they all start popping shadow damage out around them to everybody. So the idea is that you're supposed to run away from each other, right, in a triangle formation, as fast as possible, so that you don't, kill each other. Shadow resistance helps because you can survive it for longer. Without shadow resistance, right, you just Divine Shield that crap and pray that you don't get jacked multiple times. Other than that, just follow your healing assignments that Fringe gives you, and you'll be fine.
You think there are healing assignments?
I know that there were healing assignments.
Yeah, you do like 3,000 damage per second to people around you, and they do it to you. So you'll be taking 6,000 damage per second as you run away. So that's what like the beams do. And anybody that goes into those beams. So if you like ran it into the raid, it would hit everybody in the raid with the beam. So yeah, just try not to run to tanks or to the raid. And sometimes you're in a crappy spot. It's better just to die.
And then you die, and you just don't worry about it. But if you bubble it, it bubbles it off of you and protects the people around you.
Yeah.
So that's your first bet. You just bubble if you get it.
Google Flash.
Need shadow resist, group 3.
I mean, shadow resist on a lot of people.
Yeah, group 2 as well.
Everybody.
Hey, some question. Do we have kings?
I can do kings.
Everybody has kings.
Oh man, I got it.
We have, I think a bunch of people have maybe light. I see light. I have salve, wisdom, and light.
I don't know why.
Oh, scrub that. No, I have kings.
I was like, this thing's broken? Because I'm looking at everybody's buffs like, they're there.
We have 5 paladins, actually, so.
I have might, so I'm going to come hit things with my mace.
Excellent.
I wish it would already start, like, segregating them by which class gave you the buff.
We got people missing Druid buff. Alright.
5.
Yeah, where's
4,
my Druid buff?
3, 2,
Go with some
1.
food.
Ah, there it is.
Incoming.
Wait a second, melee. There we go. That's garbage.
Pop heroes.
Spread.
Anyone know where Urkel is at?
He's not raiding anymore. For at least until Wrath.
Don't worry, the offhand will drop tonight.
Just like scheduling shit or nothing serious?
Said it was like his real life was getting hectic or something.
Gotcha.
We have 3 healers dead.
Yeah, that was brutal. One of them just got a battle rose.
Wow, that sucked.
Yeah.
There was one drop onto the raid and one drop onto the tanks.
Good Rezel, please.
They didn't even kill me through my shadow resist potion, but I was like, I gotta get out of here where the tanks are.
Don't forget to swap your gear back.
Oh, I got a cable res, guys.
Let's go. Blessed. We got everybody up here for rebuffs, please. The only thing you can control on these Fox is when they do not the Moonfire, but the Spotlight, is don't stand inside where the Spotlight was.
Yeah, my bad.
No, there's a lot of lights going on, and so he has like 3 different abilities, 1, 4, and 5. The 4 comes down on the Spotlight, and it's the only one that's like on the ground. The others are all targeted on a player.
We also literally just discovered that about 3 weeks ago.
Seriously.
Lighting the target for the orbital strike.
Bruh, I noticed that like the second week, guys.
And you just kept it a secret?
I mean, I felt, after you get hit with it once, I felt like it was kind of becoming more self-obvious, but bro, I still, when I do GDKPs, man, I still watch people sit right in them and get absolutely railed.
Like now?
Where do you have to sit to get real?
Just wait until we get to dance in Kel'Thuzad's Void Zones again.
I'm waiting for to start 3 drinks and the fissures.
Hold on, you get to watch people get railed for free?
Yeah, you have to pay $19.99 a month.
The internet.
You pay for Pornhub?
Is that your? Is that what WoW subscription's at?
No,
Is it
WoW,
20 bucks a month?
WoW is the only thing that has not increased its subscription. Well, I shouldn't say the only thing, but other games that have been around since before and the same time as WoW have increased their subscription.
Did that Res get interrupted?
Yes.
Oh,
It's alright.
no, that was...
Bad bear.
Like 1 HP.
Why didn't you switch to defensive stance?
Because I fucking suck.
I'm just curious. I'm like, surely a little bit.
I've already openly admitted I'm bad, so.
That doesn't give you an excuse.
It just sets the bar somewhere, I mean.
Please don't pull.
On the bottom of the stairs.
Oh.
Health stones.
Big food buff, flat.
Mox, I need you to cover the interrupts if you can. I know you can miss and stuff, but
Yeah, I mean, I do that anyway when I'm on it. We usually just have somebody else, too.
yeah.
Just step inside the room so you don't get locked out.
Tons of people missing consumes.
Rocky's doing interrupts, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just eating my food. I'm doing melee interrupts.
Yeah, I was worried about me. I'm being selfish.
Check your guys'
Good.
gear. Make sure you're wearing the right shit.
Yeah, make sure you're not wearing a prod helm like an idiot.
In 2 weeks,
Full
all
threat.
your buff woes will be gone.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
Hold on, somebody's outside.
Wait up, wait up.
No problem.
Move in, move in,
Four.
move in.
3,
It's just some dumb power.
2, 1.
Fury, is that like a weak aura or something?
I've always wondered that.
I didn't know y'all could hear it first of all, but yes, it's a weak.
almost every boss pull.
It's it's whenever we aggro a boss, it sets it off.
It should be DBM, right?
Is it saying "Oh no"?
Yeah, I don't know if it's DBM. It's something I set up. I don't remember if it was in DBM or if it was.
I'd been assuming that was Fringe and Kep's kid this whole time.
Holy shit, that was close.
Watch your feet.
You assumed it was what?
I thought it was Fringe and Kep's kid in the background the whole time.
Every time.
I thought the exact same thing, dude. Like, I literally thought it was Fringy's comm, and we were just hearing like the baby coo.
Not cleave or you will get fucked.
Watch your feet.
Just bopped.
I think it may be a DBM setting, but yeah.
Watch your feet. Stop attacking. Watch your feet. Stop attacking. Watch your feet.
Oh, she's immune.
Stop attacking. Watch your feet.
She's physical immune.
I'm lagged out. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we did.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Anybody else lagged out?
I don't understand you consecrate.
Probably because I'm logged out.
Yeah. Well, you were lagged out. Everyone else wasn't.
Nothing stops this DPS. You know that. 2 last raid stacks falling off 2 times in a row because of that. I'm so tilted right now.
You gotta get a new chair, man.
A new chair?
Yeah, one with like that stays level.
To correct your tilt.
Is that all it takes?
Keep juking his bolts and he's like not casting anything else. I love it.
Stop attacking.
Ooh, no.
Watch your feet.
She's bopped. She was bopped.
Yeah, she resisted me.
Rip in peace.
Flame strike.
Leave it up, boys.
Watch your feet. Stop attacking. Watch your feet.
Yeah. Healer's gonna have to roll. Holy shit, I have no cooldowns. Lay on hands, lay on hands, lay on hands.
Well done. You got lucky.
Jesus. Try to fucking wombo us at the end.
The end, and I guess that's the result of him not being
Oh,
fitted.
yeah. Wait, concentrate, Blizzard, Flame Strike right on top of me 3 times.
Like he did, bro. He did nothing for like back to back or something.
Where's the kite guy? On the right side?
Oh, he's right
Yeah,
on the
right side, Dias.
Right here.
Okay.
Dropped him easy for you.
Spicy.
There's a couple touchy moments in there. Like there was a consecrate and Blizzard all together, maybe with a flame strike.
Right at the end.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Well, it was once earlier too.
Oh, halfway.
I popped my cloak and then the rogue got me.
Oh.
So I didn't have my cloak to take the instant poison off.
I'm always so afraid of that.
I think I got holy fired 3 times and then Venom twice that fight.
That is one of the nice things about having a rogue on the priest or whatever she is I get a lot of those holy fires.
Oh, God bless.
I think it's like Divine Wrath or something that she casts.
Yeah, it's the holy fire animation, but yeah, it's
Hey, nothing like a woman's fury.
She pissed.
The betrayer meditates in the court just beyond.
Holy shit, I have 480 ping. What the f?
Got a cool 35 MS.
I had like a 150-ish usually when I was in Iraq. So was not that bad.
I never have like this kind of ping, like ever. My home latency is 36. My world latency is 480. So it's not me, right? It's my hub or whatever going out to the branch.
You think restarting will help?
No, because it's not me.
I wish I could get fiber.
Oh my god, dude. As soon as I hear about fiber, holy shit. Supposedly it's supposed to be coming to the neighborhood, but who the fuck knows if that's real. Alright, Enduros doesn't have buffs, Talaxin doesn't have buffs. Specifically, Mark of the Wild. Be real, that shit's like mid 30s. Okay.
I'm 44 and I do not have problems at all with that. So
nobody has problems with that until they do.
I have really bad luck when it comes to fiber. The last 3 times I've moved, like someone brings fiber to that neighborhood like a month later. So
it's a rip.
Very, very unfortunate.
Can you move in and out of my neighborhood, please?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how fast can you
Where
build
are you
around?
guys at?
Listen, Texas here, so why don't you just buy a house real quick and sell it back?
Thanks.
So fucking expensive right now.
Never stand in fire. And if you get a skull on your head, run to the center of that circle, like over here.
You put down snake traps for no reason.
And like later, just run the Shadow
Seriously?
Fiends to melee to cleave.
It could make sense.
It don't do nothing that's gonna hurt
5,
anything.
4,
Listen,